Hi everyone, it's Mrs. E, the librarian at Kennedy Elementary, and today I am going to show you how to access our 24/7 library website and how to use the search features on the catalog that we have online. Now, when you come into the library at Kennedy, if you open up any of the catalog computers, this is the first thing that you're going to see is the catalog, but you can get to it from any website or any computer that we have or that you have at home. So first you need to go to the Norman Public Schools website, which I have up here, normanpublicschools.org. Once you get to that website, you will select the school. Once you select Kennedy Elementary, then you will scroll up and you will see a tab that says Library, and then you will click on Library 24/7. When you click on Library 24/7, it brings up the catalog that is just used for Kennedy Elementary. And if you just want to start your search off, you can select this drop-down menu. If you know the exact book that you're looking for, you can use title and type in, let's say, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Hit enter, and then Diary of a Wimpy Kid is going to pop up. If you wanted to do it by author, if you knew the name of the author you were looking for, you could do that. Or you could change it to subject. So if you weren't sure what book you wanted to read, but you knew what you wanted to read about, then you could do subject. So let's say you wanted to read about basketball. Then all these books that are about basketball are going to pop up. And that's how you use the basic searches on the 24/7 website. If you need to be more specific, if you have a really specific search that you need to find maybe for a research project, you're going to go over here and you're going to click on this tiny little advanced search button. And the advanced search gives you a lot of options. Some of them you won't need to use, but they're helpful to know what they are. So first, you can really get specific with your wording. So if you want to read a book and you want to read a book about cats and dogs together, you would go to all these words, and you would do cats, dogs. When you type both of those words in, that means the search is only going to show you things that have both cats and dogs in the title or in the subject. If you just search cats and dogs on that main page, it will show you books about dogs, books about cats, and then maybe some books about them together. So this helps make sure that you are getting every part of your search. If you look down where it says exact phrase right here, that means that in the title, you want these words together exactly as they appear. So let's say you wanted to read a book and you knew it was called Cats Hate Dogs, and you wanted it to be that specific sentence or that combination of words, you would type it in this part right here. I would probably not suggest that you use this search very often, because if you make a mistake on a word, then your whole search is going to come up empty. So you might just stick with subject area. Now this next one where it says show items that have, don't show items that have these words, this is where you can eliminate things. So let's say you wanted to read a book about cats and dogs, but you didn't want it to have anything about snakes in it. You could type in snakes into this search bar and it would not show you any results that have snakes in the title. If you look down here where it says additional limits, this again is where you're going to be able to get way more specific on what results it's going to show you. Format type. Guys, I probably wouldn't change this too much. We don't have a lot of different formats in our library. We basically have books. We have some audio recordings, but not ones that we can use on our MacBooks. So I would probably either leave it at any format or at books. When it comes to language, you can search a language that you're comfortable with, but 99% of our books are going to be in English. This one is important. If you only want to find books that are going to be currently at our library at Kennedy, you can do the drop-down menu and search for Kennedy. If you leave it at any library, then you might get results that are at other elementary schools or middle schools or high schools, and then we have to put a hold on them and wait for them to come in, and they might not be at the right reading level. If you also look at these additional limits, if you click on find or don't show. Like, let's say you wanted to do a search, but you didn't want Diary of a Wimpy Kid to show up. You could click here, don't show, and it won't show you any of those results. Maybe you wanted to find books by the same author, but you didn't want that series to pop up. Same thing, you can either find or don't show an author or find or don't show a subject. This is a really helpful one. If you click this box, then your search is only going to show you books that are currently available that you could walk down to the library and check out right at this moment. If you don't click that box, you're going to get books that might be checked out already, that might have been reported lost or missing, or that might have holds on them, so it'll be a while before you can read it. And finally, you can do search targets where you can limit your results. So maybe you're okay with getting a book from another elementary school, but you don't want to worry about middle school and high school. You can click this. You can limit it to Kendi Elementary. Don't worry about the ISC. That's more for librarians, not for you guys. And then you can also search just the school library rather than the whole Pioneer system. I hope this clears up any confusion that you might have about using the 24/7 at your library for Kennedy Elementary. If you have any more questions, please come see me, ask your teacher, or I'd be happy to come in your class and talk to you guys. Have a great day. Bye.